I'm Jeremiah Gibson, Executive Director of the New England Association for Family and Systemic Therapy. I am so thrilled to be joined today by Dr. Jimmy Bridges. Jimmy is a relationship therapist in Massachusetts who focuses on navigating alternative relationship structures. And Jimmy is the facilitator of our new peer consultation group, Beyond Couples Therapy, Polyamory, and the Developmental Model. Jimmy, I'm really glad to have you share a little bit more about this exciting group.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for the opportunity.
How do you notice that traditional couples therapy training differs from training around consensual non-monogamy?
If you just look at the process of couples therapy, in a way, you're doing the same thing. You're focusing in on communication skills, holding on to yourself, regulation skills, boundary work, taking responsibility, taking accountability, honesty. All of those things are, I think, the same across all these relationship structures, monogamous and non monogamous. I think, though, there are some pretty unique things that differ. One of the bigger ones is navigating the difference between, ooh, I have some history and time with this person, and I'm introducing someone else. And that means the development of where I was at in this relationship is not going to be the same as in this relationship. An increased number of different roles or situations you can be in that couples therapy for monogamous folks doesn't really touch on because there's just two roles. So that invites a new level of complexity that requires clinicians not only to understand the more complicated dynamics that this can bring to a system that's growing, but also there's information, terms, concepts, and reactions from society that impact this community that are also really important to understand as a clinician working with non-monogamous folks.
Our peer consultation groups are opportunities for therapists to learn more about some of the more challenging aspects of our work as relational therapists in an ongoing way, in a small group, in a communal context. And I'm curious, Jimmy, if you could talk about three things that you hope participants will learn as a result of being part of this group.
Participants could expect to learn what main theoretical frameworks are out there that are systemic in nature, that are specifically adapted or designed to work with non-monogamous folks. The entire group really does rest on Martha Kauppi's work, on Ellen Bader and Pete Pearson's work as the founders of the developmental model. Martha Kauppi really took that model and she applied it through the lens of polyamory and identified skills, resources, worksheets for folks in polyamorous relationship systems. She busts some important myths that are out there about polyamory and non-monogamy, and then guides clinicians and gives them encouragement that anybody can do this. You don't have to be non-monogamous to give support for this community. Participants can expect more of a deep dive into the developmental model of couples therapy and understanding what interventions are used and for this unique population.
So Beyond Couples Therapy, Polyamory, and the Developmental Model begins Monday, March 6th from 12 to 1:30. It's free for NEAFAST members, $80 for NEAFAST non-members, and this will also offer 18 CEs, which can be purchased for members at $180 and purchased by non-members at $216. So check that out on our website, www.neafast.org. Jimmy, thank you so much for facilitating a really important conversation and providing a space for therapists to expand the way that we think about relational therapy.
Yeah, you're most welcome.